what I would do to evaluate the programs that we've set, that the company had set forth, and the employee resource groups. The first thing that I would do is interview as a group the GLBTQ employees, and ensure that they are sort of let an open forum for them to explain their concerns and their beliefs, as if the company has adhered to the standards that they set forth for the diversity programs. I would go back and review HR files and make sure that the employees, and check for the employees' grievance procedures, see if maybe the employees had filed any type of grievances that would go and explain and help us understand if the diversity incentives are being upheld. I would also check the employees' retention records for that particular group, find out if, and set up a exit interview type situation to find out if they are resigning because of diversity issues, or if they're resigning simply because maybe they found a better job. But I would set up an exit interview type thing to where those employees would have the opportunity to come in and speak and express why they are leaving the company. And I would go back and review those records for the past 3 years as well. Finally, for question number 1, I would review the promotional records, the employee for that particular group, to see how many had actually promoted versus how many had attempted to promote, and see if maybe it was something that we were doing wrong to not facilitate that particular group of individuals in promotion, or if they just weren't wanting to promote and they were happy in the stand that they were in, or in the position that they were in with the company at that time. But I would go back and review the promotional records for that group. For the second question, the first thing I would do again would be review the retention records for employees, and try to explain to the school district that you spend a lot more money training employees and getting them ready to be a part of the company than you would excuse me, than you would having to rehire employees on a constant level, and having them come back and having to go back through the trainings and stuff over and over again, rather than already having a diversity program in place. Having a diversity program in place and being able to train our employees in that school district. The other thing that I would explain and hopefully make them understand, as far as the cost, it costs a lot more to pay out for lawsuits because you have not trained your employees than it would to just go ahead and do the trainings and show that the company is making training a stand, making a stand for training in having a diverse workplace. I would sit down and find out the cost of the litigations that would go through versus the cost of the training, and obviously the cost of the training should be way less than the cost of possible litigations. For the third question, the e-widget question, I would need to sit down with the administrators from the company, and maybe sit and start to line out the pros and cons of the evaluation of the emerging supplier, hiring other diverse, hiring from out. I would set the pros and cons, make a list. And then we would discuss the ways to ensure that the suppliers were aware of our diversity programs. I would set up training for those staff members. For those suppliers, and make sure that those suppliers were aware of our stand on diversity by making them sign a document stating that they understood that the company would be ran in a diverse way, and hopefully be able to sit down with those other suppliers from those from the non-dominant groups and make sure that everybody feels like they are being treated equally within the company. Thank you.